Hello guys, it's been a while. This isn't going to be your average video or anything like that. I just wanted to make this video because one, I haven't uploaded in quite a long while, and two, I don't know, I was just bored. Well, I am just bored, I don't know. First of all, no, I'm not quitting, if that's what you're wondering or anything like that. I don't want to scare anyone. I know I've said that before, but trust me, that's not going to happen. At least in this case. I don't know. No, seriously, I'm not. I'm just joking. But yeah, no, I'm not, like, leaving YouTube or anything like that. I'm just, like, just wanted to make a video, make an update. I don't know. Secondly, I just want to give out some opinions of recent memory. So, first of all, this year and the last has been pretty bad in terms of, well, the landscape of Hollywood and all that stuff. Like, for example, like Fox shortening the seasons, as well as Paramount, with the for the sake of streaming. Well, not for the sake of streaming per se, but because it pretty much not only aligns with that, but also because either they pay better that way, or they which honestly makes literally no sense. That's what I'm getting out of it. Well, that's one. Two, if that's wrong, I don't feel for okay. Sorry for my stuttering. Feel free to correct me on that, but still. Also, honestly, like, hold on. My bad. I just recently heard about, like, you know, because the show gets seasonal rot, that's why they always go bad after so long, which, by the way, is really dumb to say, because that wasn't the problem. It was because the shows were still going, like, after so long. I don't want to be like someone you can learn from, but, like, seriously, like, you don't need to like you don't need to shorten your seasons. Like, you've had a reputation of having long seasons. That wasn't the problem at all. It was because, well, like I just said, it was, I don't know, just all that stuff. That was really not necessary. I don't know why they chose to do it. How dare you, SpongeBob, and how dare you, The Simpsons? I cannot forgive them for either of them for that. Third, I want to get into the elephant in the room and address the Paramount Warner deal, which, well, now that the topic's been brought up, I'm actually really happy there's a lawsuit going on over it, because this was long overdue. Like, and I mean long as in, like, a decade long, because that Disney Fox deal should have never happened, in my opinion. Well, I'm not sure if a lot of people can disagree with me on that, but that didn't happen for a reason. It just happened. I don't know. It just, if I could say it with, like, the best way possible, it would be like that. But honestly, like, it just, Hollywood in the past decade has just been really depressing me, because this was not what I grew up wanting to, see as, like, this is not the Hollywood I grew up to see. I thought it would be a great place, but obviously I was dead wrong. And before you ask, no, I'm not there. I'm just like something I always looked up to, because it was like, a really cool place to see and, make media and fun out of. Well, not just fun, just, like, good pieces of media. But now that it's being, like, treated this terribly now, it's honestly, like, really much a heartbreak. I probably expressed this before in another video. I don't know if I remember that, but either way, it's all gone to complete trash. I remember when I started YouTube, and I was just like, it was in a really good place at the time, but with a slow, gradual decline. Like I said, with the Disney Fox thing, that should have never happened, and now with the shortening seasons and all that, and also corporate restructurings and all that, and of course, don't forget what they did to the Fox name. And now, judging by its current state, with Paramount trying as hard as it can to keep the deal going with Warner Brothers, and also, like, the shortening seasons, well, it's at an all-time low, and I don't see it recovering from this, honestly, in my opinion. I mean, if it does, that would be a freaking miracle, let's be honest. But honestly, I just don't see it. It's like 8 years too late, in my opinion. I don't know. And the last thing I want to bring up is that I am a month from tomorrow going to a new college, and I'm going for a history major, and I feel like that's the path I want to go down in my life, because I've always loved art, and I always will have a little bit of love for art, because, well, like I said earlier, I was always inspired to be something like that, like either an actor or an artist or stuff like that. But honestly, given the current path everything's been going under, and for the foreseeable future, as far as I'm thinking, looks like it will remain under. I just feel like I want to go in a different path. I'm like completely just like they lost me over it. Like I'm not there for them anymore. Them being, well, the entertainment world is just, I already just said everything else. I'm getting sidetracked, but honestly, like I just always loved history, and I'm pretty sure that it will be a great path for me. Like maybe become a teacher. I have no idea, but it's just the thought I had, and I just thought I'd reveal it here because like I've been thinking about it for quite some time, and it's for the better, honestly. Oh, and also one more thing I wanted to bring up was because was actually uh 2024, the beginning of 2024, I started binge watching shows. But after, and it's I started with The Simpsons, and then I watched Family Guy, and I also watched American Dad, and I started SpongeBob, but I couldn't make it to after I finished season 1, but didn't make it after the Christmas episode of season 2 because given how badly things were changing at the time with Hollywood, like I said, the whole streaming seasons stuff, like cutting the seasons in half, like with SpongeBob's case, or in the case of others, like shortening seasons after a long time of like long standing 22 episode tradition. Honestly, it got too overbearing to knowing what they would eventually do, like with betrayal and all that. I just feel like I just couldn't keep doing it anymore. I finished after, like, on Christmas Eve 2025. I saw the uh Christmas Who from SpongeBob, like I said. But honestly, like, I just couldn't do it anymore. I stopped right there. I just felt like revealing all that to you guys because I was just honestly like everything's broken my heart at this point. Honestly, I didn't think it would be like this video wasn't supposed to be like a sob story about like Hollywood or stuff like that, but it's just been, like I said, really heartbreaking and all that, and I just felt like I wanted to express that here. But either way, I'm pretty sure that's all I really have to say. I'm just like, I just felt like talking, just uploading after a while. I don't know. I'll probably upload like a little bit here and there. Like, I mean, well, given the whole thing with this year, I've only uploaded like once this whole year, 2026. But I'm pretty sure I will make a couple uploads or something at some point. I have no idea. But again, I'm not quitting or anything like that. But yeah, I just wanted to talk for a little bit. I just thought I'd give a little update or something like that. But I just wanted to talk, you know. It was good to catch up, guys, and hope you. I don't know if I want to say I hope you enjoyed because this is just kind of like something I felt like talking about, but I don't know. I don't know if a lot of people will disagree on that with me on all that stuff, but honestly, I just wanted to talk about it. You know, it just, it would just, it was like so much on my mind. I just couldn't handle it. Either way, though, I'm just really I also want to bring up the 2023 writer strike because that was one of the reasons that the season started to get shorter anyway, because it was after that. But I feel like they got inspiration. They got the Fox network particularly got like inspiration to shorten the seasons because of that, and because and streaming was becoming big, but like they didn't have to make it like sure there was the streaming wars going on, but like they just had to make it all clear that streaming won. That's not good. That's not a good look, guys. Again, I said everything earlier, so everything else. So I don't know. Obviously, I don't think everyone will agree with me on that, but I just felt like saying that. Not just saying that, but like just giving out my opinion because I don't know. Again, really heartbreaking stuff with me, but you know. Anyway, if I said anything controversial, I deeply apologize. But honestly, like I just I just felt like saying stuff about that kind of stuff. It really hurts me. Like it breaks my heart. Again, I didn't intend for this to be a sob story or anything like that. I just felt like, uploading after a while, but yeah. Anyway, I thank you guys for watching, I guess. Take care and all that stuff, and I'll probably see you guys in the next one. I don't know. See you guys later. Peace.